The New Mutant was originally due to arrive in cinemas in April 2018. It's been beset by delays, a corporate merger, and thanks to a global pandemic that grounded the world into a halt, yet more deferrals. After all of that, there is something strange and a little remarkable about Joss Bone's film being one of the few to manage a cinematic release at a time when many cinemas aren't even open. But while it's not as awful as some had feared, the New Mutants isn't worth it the wait either. Part of the frustration here is that the foundations are solid. Each character is dutifully given an origin, some more effectively than others, and the familiar themes of othering and belonging that are part and parcel of the X-Men franchise are present and accounted for. The small scale nature of this film, when compared to the world shaking stakes of other superhero flicks, is welcome too. But Boone and Nate Lee's uncomplicated screenplay barely goes beyond surface deep on a thematic or character level. It is hard to tell whether it was edited out or never there to begin with. But every character ends this movie in dire need of more depth. One area where it looked like the New Mutants might feel distinct is with its visuals, with early beats of marketing leaning into its apparent horror aesthetic. As for the action, it is a mixed bag, and there are some fun moments also. The one consistent bright spot is the cast, who make this watchable in spite of the poor material they are saddled with. While it's irritating, for instance, that Ileana's racism, she calls the lone Native American character in the movie Standing Rock, is never reckoned with, the sheer amount of fun Taylor-Joy is having at any given moment radiates on screen, even though her thick Russian accent falters from time to time. And while she is far too passive as the character who is meant to be our lead, Daniel is, along with Maisie Williams Rane, one half of a same-sex romance that for once isn't relegated to a 2-second kiss. It's the one area where the New Mutants outshines its franchise counterparts. But that alone is not enough to save it from feeling like a missed opportunity to really do something radical and different. Since 2000, the X-Men franchise has soared as high as X-Men First Class and fallen as low as X-Men The Last Stand. This isn't quite as bad as the latter, but it can save the franchise from ending on a bum note. Despite a game cast, the New Mutants horror elements aren't scary, and as a superhero movie, it fails to truly excite. A disappointing finale to Fox X-Men franchise after Stan Lee passed away. I think it was Stan who only knew how to tell stories about X-Men. So, since he is absent, obviously disappointment has to happen. We really miss you, Stan. Thank you for rocking X-Men fans for ages. So, I shall give this movie 5 out of 10 stars because I am a die-hard fan of X-Men movies. I maybe am biased here, but since it is the last thing we ever would watch of Stan Lee's creation, go watch it. X-Men's, we love you forever.